Hi guys, nice to see you. I'm doing a wrap up this morning of June. I've got quite a lot of things really that I've been doing and watching, and the things I've been doing with the cards and all sorts really. I didn't do a challenge. I don't know if you're all on Instagram, but on Instagram there's, you get card challenges and deck challenges, how to get your decks, sort of how to get to know your decks better, how to get to know you better, how they support you and things like that. So I hadn't been doing it, or I had been doing it and then I'd stopped. So I thought I'll start again this month, which is July, and that's a really good one. It's Connect with Your Animal Spirit Guide, and that's just sort of my book that I do write down all the things about the deck and everything in there, and what the card tells me at that time and things. And I find it really good to go back and then sort of what the deck has told you and so on. But I've been enjoying doing that, so I've done that for a couple. I've also been doing in my in my journal thing. I've been trying to keep up with that. So I've been doing those, which is pretty good for me because I love journaling. Sometimes I just don't do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but sometimes I just don't. I'm not in the mood. Don't feel like doing it. Some of the deck that I'm using for the challenge, for the Spirit Animal Challenge, is Spirits of the Animals Oracle by Jodie Bergsma. And it's a really beautiful deck. There's your backs. They're quite big oracle cards, but you get your messages on the bottom. You also get a nice little book with it as well, which is really, really cool. But this deck is just my favourite animal oracle deck. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. There's like so much, do you know what I mean? I personally get so much from this deck. I'll read you one. I've just picked out one. Okay, that's Owl Magic, and it says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Excuse me, I'll just have a fizzy drink. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. And that's that one. And they're all like that. They're all absolutely, they're brilliant. And it goes in alphabetical order to find your card. There's no numbers. And what it says there, you've got, it gives you questions in the book for you to sort of answer when you pull the card, which I think is really great. You know, because sometimes you pull a card, you read the meaning, and you're like, how do I need to go deeper? How can I go deeper with that card? And this is absolutely brilliant. It says, I'll read you the page from that. It says, Owl is the messenger and revealer of secrets, the totem of oracle and seers. Owl sits on their shoulder and is their advisor. When Owl flies into your life, know that a time of unveiling is at hand and the truth will be made known. Change is on the wind. Owl medicine can help you release the past and fly into a better future. Owls are creatures of the night. Their silent flight and superior vision make them supreme hunters. They capture the prize. If they cross your path repeatedly, it's a warning to review your situation and see where deception may be lurking. To see an owl is an omen that profound change is coming. And then it's got the contrary. So I guess that'd be like your reverse sort of thing, yeah? So this says, have you allowed yourself to be deceived by anybody? Is Owl asking you to release the past so you can change and take flight? Are you in the dark about a situation? What secrets do you need to discover to know the truth? So I really, really love this, and as I just said, it is my favourite animal deck, and it's just brilliant. Just brilliant. Okay, So I've been using that for that challenge. For my daily pulls, I've been using various decks, but I will show you this one, which I guess you all already know. It's Paulina Cassidy. Joie de vivre. And this is just so cool. I love this. It's a little bit of, I don't know, it just makes you smile. It's just really cool. Tells you like it is, don't get me wrong, you know, there is some, you know, hell what you're doing. But it's just a beautiful deck. I love the artwork and it's just so cool. So that's what I've been using for my daily morning pulls, because I do nighttime ones as well. To reflect back on the day and see maybe was there something that caused something, or something that I didn't understand, or, and it just helps me clarify before I go to bed. So that's that. I've also been using by Sally Morningstar the Witch's Oracle. I love this. I've modified mine. I didn't like the, you can see I've used it loads, that's coming off. But this, I got this last year, and I just love this Oracle too. It's just so perfect. But as I say, I have took the borders off, and I've got to redo the edging. But that's your backs. And cardstock's pretty cool. But yeah, this is really good. And oh look, I've got like one of those, but mine's Tiger's Eye. The Holy Stone, they look what I call hag stones, but they have to be perfectly round to be that. You get a nice book with it. You know, she goes into, it's black and white, but she goes into quite a lot with that. But I really like this as your chakras. And it's got, familiar. I love the fact that's a wolf, because as you all know about my Lupa, she reminded me of a wolf. You've got the lady embodiment. They're all upside down because I've been using them. Lessons, but I love the artwork. I just, you know, I love the goddess. My favourite card is now coming up, and that is the Crone. Gorgeous. But yeah, so I've been using that one. Just let me put it away, because otherwise I haven't got no bloody room. I've got everything everywhere as usual. These I've been doing because they're just a little bit of fun. They're by Lynn Gordon, and they're 52 silly things to do when you're blue. And they're really cute little cards. Do you know what I mean? They've just got a Blues Away kit, and it says on the back, these cards encourage you to be spontaneous, be playful, let your hair down, find your sense of humour. These are the perfect excuse to be nice to yourself and to be nice to other people, which I think they're really cool. So, you know, like this one, new socks and underwear. I hope you can see, because that bloody light's coming in now. It says on the back, make rags out of your underwear and socks and go get some new ones. It's time to replace the holes and the worn out elastic. Maybe even buy a pattern pair of underwear that's totally out of character. They'll make you smile when you're remembering that you're wearing them. So there's just all little crazy things which are, you know, just fun to do really. You know, if you're feeling it, even if you don't do them, it just makes you laugh, you know, like silly skill. Think of something you always wanted to learn to do as a kid. Maybe play the harmonica, do card tricks, juggle. Head to the bookstore or online and find the appropriate how-to book, then learn how to do it. So these are just little fun cards. So, yeah. You know, like a bit like Christmas really, when you play that game, you know, and you pull a card and it says stand on your head or hum a silly tune or stuff like that. But they're just little fun things to have a look at. One of the oracles that I've been using is Oracle of the Mystical Moments by Catherine Waltz-Stein, and these are beautiful. They're gorgeous cards. I love them. There your backs. Whoa, can you see? That light's not too good, is it? There you go. And I love these because They're so out of the ordinary. They're not all in the right order either, because I've been wearing them, using them. But I just love these. Artwork's just beautiful, really. Cardstock's good. And, you know, you can really read a story with them, you know. A long way home. You know, so if you want to go really deep in, I think you can, because there's so much to see in every detail of the card. So, yeah, I've been loving these ones. Let's see if I can find one. Isn't that one gorgeous? Tiny Thoughts. But there's so many, they're all beautiful cards. I love them all. I love Moon Dance. But I think my favourite one is that one, or one of my favourites. I've got two favourites in this deck. Don't know why, I always, or three, sorry. I always seem to find, reminds me of Rapunzel. I always seem to have cards which really like stick out. Oh, there's one of my favourites. My Dear Friend. Beautiful. They're all gorgeous cards. They really are. That's another one. But they're just all beautiful. Love them. And you get the little book, like I say, which it gives you enough information, you know, you don't, to go through. But to be honest, you can see, you can make your own story with them. And just gives you a little blurb on what they are. And the cards are numbered. And that's by Catherine Stein, and that's the box. It says, visionary collage artist intermixes unexpected elements of nature and imagination, creating a sumptuous world where flower spirits and floating castles exist happily. Each of the 52 oracle cards captures a magical moment full of delightful surprises and vintage charm. Powerful messages in the 44-page guidebook lead you to discoveries of insight that inspire new ways of looking at life, which I think is pretty cool. And I think what I'm going to do next year is pull one a week, because you've got 52. So pull one a week and have a good look. I have had it a while, but I haven't. But I've also been using this, and how I've been doing this is I've been taking this as my focus card and then pulling Oracle or Lenormand or whatever I feel to go with this card. And it's the White Witch Tarot by Maya Doust, and that is a Mages Only deck, but it's stunning. I love it. And again, you've got so many things that you can see in the images. Mine's a bit battered now, but I love it. It's just such a cool deck. And there's so much to see, you know, so much to see. And if you are pulling them with an Oracle or Lenormand or whatever, it goes really quite deep. Or for me it does personally, because I do tarot reading and Oracle reading separately, but I like to mix things up if I feel like it. I do what I feel like doing, and you know what message I'm getting to do that day. But as I said, that's the White Witch Tarot. Comes in a lovely little tuck box. It's got nice gilding on it. But like all my things, you know, my gilding ones, they wear off, but makes it all the better for me. And there's your book. And not tuck box, it comes in a clamp box, as I call it. But yeah, so I've been using that. Right, that is the cards and things that I've been using. Where are we going now? TV programs. I just finished watching on Apple TV. I just finished watching, what the hell's it called? Defending Jacob. Really good. Really good. It's about a young young boy, a teenager, who's accused of murdering a classmate, but you don't know whether he did or whether he didn't. But it's a really, really good series. I finished watching that last night. Books currently at the moment, I'm reading My Dark Vanessa. It is quite dark. It's by Kate Elizabeth Russell, and it's about a girl who was groomed, as it is, by a teacher. Also, yeah, but it's her feelings and how she fell in love with him, or thought she was in love with him and thought that he was in love with her, and the way that, you know, it worked around with her mind, and how things sort of went with that, which is, it's dark, but it's a really good book. Films, I've watched 2 films. Well, I've watched more than 2, but 2 which have really stayed with me, and they're on Netflix, but they're in Spanish, but with subtitles. There is some English, but Spanish with subtitles, and that don't bother me. I like, you know, I like the international films and things. And she has written books. She's written a trilogy of books, and it's Dolores Redondo. I hope I've pronounced that properly. I'm sorry if I haven't. And it's The Invisible Guardian, which is the first one, and that's about it's where you start to go in. You see the detective, the woman, the female FBI agent, and she's returned to like their hometown on a case, and the case is the murder of a teenage girl. And the girl's, when they find her, she's been washed and her hair's been done, but she's got a biscuit, a cookie on her balanced on her lady parts. So, you know, it's gone back to like murders that happened before, so they think that may be a serial killer. Anyway, I won't tell you any more about that. And she's got an aunt who uses tarot cards, which is really, really cool. But I absolutely love it. And the aunt is quite prevalent in this. There's like a demon sort of energy, or, you know, like you hear the shadow man or the bogeyman, or those sort of myths. There's those involved in these stories too. And the second one is The Legacy of the Bones. Both films are on Netflix, and they're fantastic. The new film, The Offering to the Storm, was due to be released early this year, but because of the pandemic and that, I believe they've put it back. But I don't know whether it will be released. There's rumours that it will be released on Amazon, because they have, as I say, they have got the first 2. So, and The Legacy of the Bones is like a continuation of the woman's story, the FBI agent's story, but it goes into different aspects. And again, you've got the aunt with her tarot and messages that she's got for the FBI agent and things like that. So really, really good. Really good. I absolutely loved it. Right, teas, this one. I got this from my dear friend Patsy at Patsy's Mystical Musings, and it is peppermint, and it is gorgeous. It is so, so good. I take medication for rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia, and that upsets my tummy sometimes, and so I drink peppermint tea to help, and that is beautiful. Thank you, Patsy, I love it. That's my tea. And this, guys, if you're in UK, I don't know if you've got an Aldi or Aldi, I don't know how you pronounce it, store in USA or Australia or anywhere, but they've got this. Can you see? I'll pull it closer. Right, now you can make your own, obviously you can, but this was a bloody bargain. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's rose and pomegranate, and it's oil. Can you see? Yeah, if I move it around, just because that sun's on it. It's Healthy Glow Rose Oil. And yeah, you use it every day. It says luxurious blend of botanical oils and vitamin E that help nourish, soothe and moisturise your skin. Skin will be looking more radiant, while natural oils will help deeply moisturise. Well, I don't use oil on my skin all the time, but this I have been. And it's got a little pipette, and you need the tiniest amount, honestly. Tiniest little amount. And it's a bargain. It's £3.99. £3.99, absolutely amazing. Really good. Books, Green Witchcraft. Absolutely love it. I've had it ages. You can see it's all battered, and that is by Anne Mora. Witch Alone I've been diving back into. I love this. I go in and out of my books all the time. And this one I've had quite a while. The Secret Language of Fortune Telling. And it's got all different things in that. It's got numerology. It's got North myths, runes, the trigrams of I Ching, as you might pronounce it. It's got tables of hexagrams in it. It's got the Chinese love signs, crystal oracles, crystal interpretations, pendulum dowsing. What else has it got? Tea leaf reading, geomancy, scrying. It's just got so much stuff in here. It's got tarot, you know, the words. It's got where is it? You know, about learning your intuition, oracle readings, dice readings. It's got absolutely everything in that, and that you can see. And Sarah Bartlett. And it's the ancient sages were fascinated by patterns in nature. They believed to be manifestations of the divine. They noticed things like ripples on the water, flight patterns of birds, lines on a tortoise shell, all the way leaves fell on the ground. All of these patterns spoke a secret language to them, revealing the truth of past, present, future. And because for thousands of years we've wanted to know about our future, from this symbolic imagery, many fortune-telling methods have been created that are available to us. And it says, it takes the mystery out of the tools of divination, shows you how to use a wide range of these fortune-telling methods, from tarot reading to palmistry, from numerology to pendulum dowsing. So whether you choose to seek fortune in runic oracles, tea leaves, crystals, this practical guide will help you unlock the secret messages that they hold and to create for yourself and others a happy and positive future. And there we go. And with that, I hope you enjoyed my June wrap up, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.